You know the expression, you don't know what you've got until it's gone? Ever felt like your heart's desire was just out of reach? Well, these 6 players are about to discover exactly what that means. Because for them to go home tonight, one of them has to win outright. Until then, they all cash trapped. Hello and welcome to Cash Trapped, the show where no one leaves until someone wins. Let's welcome our players. Hello, players.
Hi, Brad.
Yes, hello to you all. 6 brand new players. The chance to escape is all down to who makes the most cash today. Round 1 is a knockout round. I'll ask you knockout questions worth £100 each, and the last man standing gets control of this board. Fingers on buzzers. Each buzzer question is worth £100. Good luck. Here we go. In cocktails, vodka, Galliano and orange juice are traditionally used to make a Harvey what? Lucy.
Wallbanger.
Is correct. Well played, Lucy. Who do you want out?
Oh, gosh. Sorry, it's going to be random because we haven't started
No,
yet.
indeed.
So, Tony, sorry.
Tony, all right, you're knocked out at the moment. Here comes your next question. Hello, darkness, my old friend, is the opening line to what hit by Sarah?
I know it.
Too slow, yeah. You're knocked out, darling. Question was, hello, darkness, my old friend, is the opening line to what hit by Simon and Garfunkel? That's the sound of silence, and plenty of silence from you now. You're knocked out. What happened there? What, did you brain freeze or what?
It did, yeah. I knew the answer.
Trigger happy.
Yeah, trigger happy. You're right, Dean. Here's your next question. 4 players left in play. In the Tour de France cycle race, the overall time leader, Ilias.
Yellow.
Very good. Great interception. In the Tour de France cycle race, the overall time leader wears a jersey that is what primary colour? Brilliant. Well played. Who do you want to knock out?
I'm going to go randomly
Yeah.
that way, and I'm going to go for Dean.
OK, Dean is knocked out. Only 3 players left to play to see who gets control of the board. Here's your next question. What musical features the song Don't Cry For Me, Argentina? Ilias.
Oh, Evita.
Oh, just in time. Well played, Evita is. Who do you want to knock out?
I'm going to go again, Lucy.
Lucy, you are out. Only Ilias versus Christine there to see who gets control of the board. Here we go. Good luck. What Scottish city is nicknamed the Athens of the North? Oh, Christine.
It's only a guess, Brad. I'm going to go Edinburgh.
Oh, brilliant guess as well. Edinburgh it is, but means obviously Ilias would be knocked out. Christine, you're in control of the board. There you are. Each category has a single question worth £1,000. Get it right, and you can cash trap an opponent who will be locked out of play until the end of the round. Get it wrong, and it's you that will be cash trapped. Christine, choose a category.
I'm going to go for Royal Family.
You're going for Royal Family. That is. Thank you very much. Let's see the 6 alternative answers. There you are. Royal Family it is. Prince Royal, Viceroy of Windsor, Duke of Cornwall, Baron of Norfolk, Earl of Grantham, Lord of Westminster. Are you ready? Here's your question. Which of these is an official title held by Prince Charles?
Duke of Cornwall.
Duke of Cornwall. Is that the right answer? It is the right answer. Well played. £1,000 to you. Christine, excellent stuff. Who do you want to cash trap?
Sorry, Tony.
No, why is everyone picking on me?
Tony, cash trapped. Can't play now till the end of the round, and that board is cleared. All right, here we go. Fingers back on buzzers. Pencil, toothbrush and Darlie are all examples of... Oh, Lucy.
Moustache.
How did you get that?
Darlie, he had a big moustache.
Well, he's got big everything. Pencil, toothbrush and Darlie, all examples of what type of facial hair? He said moustache. That is brilliant.
Oh, thank you.
What's a toothbrush moustache
Oh,
then?
I don't know that one.
I don't know that either. That was
weird.
fantastic. All right, who do you want to knock out?
Let's go for a bit of revenge, Ilias.
Ilias.
Thanks. Noted.
All right, noted, he says. Here's your next knockout question. Fingers on buzzers. Finding Dory is a 2016... Oh, Lucy.
Finding Nemo.
Yes. Finding Dory is a 2016 sequel to what an animated film. You, Lucy, are playing very well. You'll be a marked woman. There's no question about that. You've got to be very careful. It's a very dangerous game to play going too early.
Get carried away.
Yeah, who do you want to knock out?
Christine.
Christine, you are out for the moment. Only 3 players left in to see who gets control of the board. Here's your next question. Alfred Tennyson's 1854 poem is called The Charge of the What? Sarah
Light Brigade.
is correct. Who do you want to knock out?
Obviously Lucy.
Yeah, Lucy. Lucy,
Yeah,
you are out.
that come in.
Only 2 players left in to play at the moment in the knockout stage. Roy's Rolls is the name of a... Sarah.
Coronation Street.
Is correct. Roy's Rolls is the name of a Cafe and What TV soap. Of course, it is Coronation Street. Obviously, you want to take out Dean.
Correct.
Yeah, knocking out Dean. Please choose a category.
I'm going to have to go to the landmarks, I think.
Let's bring up the 6 alternative answers for landmarks. We have the cheese grater, paperclip, the spatula, the colander, the coat hanger, the whisk. All right, are you ready? For £1,000 and also to cash trap a player. Here we go. Due to its design, the Sydney Harbour Bridge is nicknamed what?
Well, I don't know the answer, but somewhere in the back of my head is telling me to say the cheese grater.
You're saying the cheese grater. Right. Have you ever been to Australia?
No.
Have you ever seen a photograph of Sydney Harbour Bridge?
Yes.
Is the cheese grater the correct answer? No, it is not. It is the coat hanger. That, of course, means you don't get £1,000 and you cash trap yourself.
No.
You are trapped until the end of this round. 4 players left in play. Fingers back on the buzzers. Knockout question on its way. Here we go. In the nursery rhyme, the grand old Duke of York, how many... Christine?
10,000.
Very good. How many men marched to the top of the hill? It was 10,000. Brilliant. Who do you want to knock out?
Has to be right back at Lucy.
Lucy,
Yeah.
knocked out. Dean, Ilias, Christine, still in the game. Here's your knockout question. Due to the shape of its coastline, what European country is nicknamed the Boot? Ilias
Italy.
is correct. Who do you want to knock out?
I'm going to have... Oh, go on, Christine.
Oh, Elias.
Sorry, love.
My friend.
I am your friend still. I promise you, I'm still your friend.
Only 2 players left in. It's the lads, Dean and Ilias. Here we go. Who gets control of the board? Who makes £1,000? Here's your question. Made with strawberries, meringue and cream, what? Dean.
Is it an eaten mess?
Oh, yeah. Made with strawberries, meringue and cream. What dessert takes its name from a famous Publix? Brilliant. Eat and mess it is. Obviously, you're going to knock out Ilias. There you go. Choose a category, please.
Not really confident on any of these, but I think I'll choose indoor sports.
You're going indoor sports. Let's see the 6 alternative answers on indoor sports. Very good. Pink, blue, yellow, red, green and brown. What do you think it could be?
Snooker, maybe?
Right, let's see. Here comes your question for £1,000 and to cash trap another player. In snooker, which of these balls is worth 3 points when potted? I know this.
I actually do know this. It's green.
Is green the right answer? It is. Well played. £1,000 to you. Who do you want to cash trap?
Lucy's been really quick off the mark, so it's going to have to be Lucy, I'm afraid.
Yeah,
Thanks.
had to
Sorry,
be
Lucy.
Lucy. Obviously had to be Lucy. OK, fingers back on the buzzers. Dean, Ilias and Christine, you're still in it. Here's your question for the knockout. The abbreviation BMI stands for body mass what? Ilias
Index.
is correct. Who you want to knock out?
Right, I'm going to go back with Dean.
OK, Dean, you're out between Ilias and Christine. Who gets control of the board? Here we go. What female singer topped the UK singles chart in 2015 with Love Me Like You Do? Oh, Ilias.
Ellie Goulding.
Oh, great answer. Well played. I was just about to call timeout. You just snatched it in time. Obviously knocking out Christine. You're in control. £500 you have. Could build it up to 1,500. Let's have a look. Madonna, nature, computer games. Choose a category.
I'll have a go at computer games.
Brilliant. Computer games it is. 6 alternative answers on that category, please. There we are. Crash Bandicoot, Lara Croft, Sonic the Hedgehog, Donkey Kong, Agent 47, Super Mario. Do you play computer games?
I have done in the past.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What do you do for a living, Ilias?
I work on the railway. I'm a conductor for a local train company.
Oh, yeah. Very good. North of England?
It is, yeah, in Blackpool.
Right. Brilliant stuff. All right. Here we go. I wish you well.
Thank you.
Bowser is the arch enemy of which of these computer game characters? Bowser.
Bowser. Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic the Hedgehog, you're saying for £1,000. If this is wrong, you cash trap yourself.
I know.
Is Sonic the Hedgehog the right answer? It's wrong. Super Mario's the right answer. Ilias, bad luck. You're cash trapped. Game is back open again between Dean and Christine in the knockout stage. Let's see who gets control of the board. Good luck. Here you go. In René Magritte's painting, The Son of Man, what fruit obscures the man's face? Christine.
I'm just apple.
Apple. Have you seen the painting?
No.
You can see it in your mind's eye?
Just thinking temptation.
Oh, I see what you're doing there. It's the correct answer. Well played. All right, obviously knocking out Dean. And you get to choose a category, Madonna or nature.
Madonna.
Madonna it is. 6 alternative answers for that, please. Clark Gable, Grace Kelly, Fred Astaire, Ginger Rogers, Marlon Brando, Rita Hayworth. Are you ready for £1,000 and to cash trap Dean? Which of these celebrities is not mentioned in the lyrics to Madonna's 1990 hit Vogue? We haven't got time for you to sing the song in your head either, Christine.
I'm just going to go Marlon Brando.
If Marlon Brando's right, £1,000 and you cash trap Dean. If you get this wrong, you cash trap yourself. Here you go. Is Marlon Brando the right answer? It is the wrong answer. It is Clark Gable, of course. Christine, bad luck. You're cash trapped. Dean, over to you. Yeah, thank you very much. Played into your hands. OK, there's only one category left. You get that category. Nature it is. Let's have the 6 alternative answers on nature. Snails, bees, cows, pigeons, chimpanzees, ferrets.
I haven't a clue what this could be.
Here we go. Which of these animals would you usually keep in an apiary for £1,000?
An apiary suggests something to do with monkeys, gorillas, etc. So I'd probably go for chimpanzees.
You're going for chimpanzees
Yeah.
for £1,000.
Yeah.
Is chimpanzees the right answer? It is the wrong answer. It's bees. No £1,000. Strange enough, Dean, you've cash trapped yourself. Let's have a look at the leaderboard at the end of round 1. Here we go. Everyone obviously back in play for round 2. Christine's at the top with 1,300, Dean 1,100, Elias 500, Lucy 300, Sarah 200, Tony yet to get off the starting grid. Who knew the apiary question?
I did.
Yeah. So
Try putting a chimpanzee in a hive for me.
Dean, I would have said the same, mate. Don't worry.
I'll remember that, Elias. I'll remember that, mate.
there you are, Christine out in front with £1,300. Will she stay in front? Will Tony get off the starting grid? Who's going to escape? Find out after the break. And welcome back to Cash Trapped. Before the break, we saw that Christine's top of the table, £1,300. Tony down the bottom with nothing. Early cash trap for Tony, which is a shame, actually. Tony, whereabouts are you from?
Birmingham.
All right, and what do you do for a living?
I'm a writer.
Of what?
Well, I write scripts, actually. So I write for Holby and Casualty.
You don't? Television scripts, do you?
Yeah.
What's been the most interesting episode you've written? Would we know of a particular episode that you've written?
Well, I introduced one where a transgender girl came into the hospital and she became a sort of semi-red character. So that's probably one that I'm very proud of.
Yeah, brilliant stuff. And what do you do? Do you write books as well?
No, I write my own stuff separately. A lot of comedy I like. But yeah, so just starting out, really.
Well, let's hope you can write your own script for this. You're at the bottom at the moment. There's plenty of time to make up. Time for the head-to-head, and we are doubling the money. So easy now for Tony to get back in, providing, of course, he gets the chance to answer questions. Everyone back in play in round 2. It's one question on the buzzer to see who gets control of this board. There are the categories. Now, the buzzer question is very critical because get it right and you choose a category, then you choose an opponent to play against. So choose your opponent very carefully. All right, here's your buzzer question. Let's see how we get on. Fingers on buzzers. What classic novel ends with Scarlett O'Hara saying, Christine?
Gone with the Wind.
It is Gone with the Wind. Well played. Christine, choose a category, please.
Presenters.
Presenters it is. Thank you very much indeed. Now choose a player to take on in head-to-head.
I'll go with Elias.
You're going with Elias. All right, thank you very much. Other players not playing at the moment. Here we go, players. I'll ask you a question on the subject of presenters. The two of you will take it in turns and we'll keep going until one of you finds the right answer. The winner gets £2,000. The loser is cash trapped and will not be able to play until the end of this round. OK, Christine, you got the question right, so you're in control of the board. You get to go first. Presenters it is. Let's see the 6 alternative answers, please. Declan Donnelly, Stephen Mulhern, Ben Shepherd, Anthony McPartlin, Vernon Kay, Bradley Walsh.
Who?
Who's that? All right, here we go. Right, here's the question. Which of these British television presenters is the youngest?
Is the youngest.
Is the youngest. You get to go first.
I would go for Stephen Mulhern.
Christine.
Bradley, you're just a tiny bit older than me.
Right, who are you saying?
Stephen Mulhern.
You're saying Stephen Mulhern. All right, all very good presenters except one, but there's nothing we can do about Ben Shepherd. Stephen... Sorry, Shep. You're saying Stephen Mulhern. Is that the right answer? It is the right answer, absolutely. Brilliant, right. Double the money, of course, takes you up. £2,000 takes you up to $3,500. Of course, Ilias, you're the loser. You're cash trapped. You are out. Here we go. All right, everyone back in play. Fingers on buzzers. In music, what Italian term meaning in chapel style describes singing without instrumental accompaniment? Lucy.
A cappella.
Oh, great answer. A cappella is absolutely right. Choose a category.
I'll have 80s films, please.
Brilliant. 80s films, it is. All right, thank you very much. And choose a player to play against in the head-to-head. Who are you gunning for?
Oh.
Who do you think's your most dangerous player?
Don't know, they're all quite dangerous.
Yeah.
Let's make it better the blondes, and I'll have Sarah.
Taking on Sarah. All right, let's see the 6 alternative answers on 80s films, please. There you go. They've The Shining, Aliens, Poltergeist, The Thing, A Nightmare on Elm Street, and The Fly. Lucy, you're in control of the board. You get to go first. Here's your question. Be afraid, be very afraid was the tagline for which of these films?
All quite scary, but I think...
Have you seen them all?
Seen about 3 of them.
OK. Favourite film of all time? What would you say your favourite film
My favourite film of all time is The Third Man.
Oh, right, yeah. Orson
brilliant.
Welles.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very good.
Great film.
And what do you do for a living, Lucy?
I work for PRS for Music, doing music royalties.
Oh, wow. And how does that affect the music industry with downloads and YouTube and
It's
people...
completely changed, because I've been doing the job for about 12 years, and it's completely changed. When I first started, it was mostly radio and things like that.
Yeah.
Whereas now, yeah, it's all about internet.
All right, there you are. Be afraid, be very afraid was the tagline for which of these films?
I think it's The Fly. I've just got that in my head that it might be The Fly.
You're saying The Fly?
Yeah.
Is The Fly the right answer? It is. I had no idea that. I thought it was going to be something else entirely. Very good. £2,000, take you up to £2,500. And, of course, Sarah, no chance to answer, but you're cash trapped. Still on £200. 4 players left in this particular round. Here we go. Here's your question. Fingers on buzzers. Julie Kavner and Nancy Cartwright are voice actors on... Tony, you're up.
The Simpsons, thank God.
Correct. Choose a category.
I will go for anniversaries.
Anniversaries it is. Ooh, are you married?
No.
Right.
Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't have gone for that.
Who do you want to take on?
I will go for Dean, I think.
Right. Fair enough. Dean, it is. Let's see the 6 alternative answers. Lace, ivory, sapphire, emerald, pearl and silk. Right, good luck with this then. Which of these traditional wedding anniversaries celebrates the longest amount of time? Something tells me, Tony, you've come unstuck, mate.
It's sort of between 2, I think. I'm going to go for emerald.
You're going for emerald. If this is wrong, you hand it straight over to Dean. That's who you're playing in the head-to-head. You're saying emerald. Is emerald the right answer? It is the right answer. Brilliant. How did you know that?
I just remembered that some of them were higher, and I knew it was between emerald and probably sapphire.
Very good indeed. Great answer. £2,000 to you, and you cash trap Dean. Bad luck, Dean. It's a pretty straightforward game at the moment. 3 players left in. Lucy, Christine, Tony. You're back in play. Here's your question for £200. What percentage is equivalent to 3/5? Tony.
60%.
Absolutely is right. 60%. Choose a category.
I'll go for US geography.
OK, US geography it is. Who do you want to take on? You have left, of course, Lucy and Christine. Christine on £3,500. Lucy on £100 more than you. Who do you want to take on, Tony?
I'll go for Lucy.
You're going for Lucy. Thank you very much indeed. Tony versus Lucy. You're in control of the board. Let's see the 6 alternative answers. Delaware, Rhode Island, North Carolina, West Virginia, Maine, New England. Have you been to America?
No, but I do have I'm very much a geek. I've got a board game with the American states on it, so I know a little bit about
I don't have
them.
one of those. So.
Here we go. Here's your question. Which of these is not the name of a US state? Which of these is not the name of a US state? For £2,000 and to cash trap Lucy.
It's New England.
You say New England? Is that the right answer? It is. £2,000 to you, Tony. Well played indeed. Takes you up to £4,400. And, of course, you cash trap your opponent there in the head-to-head.
Yeah.
Lucy, 2 players left to play in this particular round. Christine and Tony, here's your question. Fingers back on the buzzers. Standing 170 metres tall, the Spinnaker Tower is an attraction... Christine?
Seattle?
No. It is not Seattle. Question was, standing 170 metres tall, the Spinnaker Tower is an attraction in what UK city? Answer would have been Portsmouth. You now, Christine, hand the control of the board to Tony. Tony, please choose a category, finger, food or boats.
I'll go for finger food.
Finger food it is. All right, thank you very much. Obviously, now the only player left in play is Christine. Let's see the 6 alternative answers. Flash in the fire, float in the water, flag in the ground, frog in the hole, flight in the wind, fire in the belly. Here we go. You're in control of the board, Tony. You get to go first. Here's the question. When translated from French, vol au vent literally means what? I wouldn't know this.
I did do French years ago. But I'm just trying to remember. I shall go for frog in the hole. That's wrong, isn't it? It's so wrong.
Frog in the hole.
The other one.
There's a hole in it.
There is. There is. You know, there is. Yeah. OK. You put frog in the hole?
I was thinking von, like vent, like there might be a, you know.
Yeah. Or were you thinking like toad in the hole?
Well, yeah, it's a bit, yeah, it's like tail in the hole, isn't it? Yeah.
Is frog in the hole the right answer? I wonder why. I wonder why. It's not the right answer. You hand it over to Christine. Christine's chance to steal here. Second answer in. Good luck. This will put you right out in front with £5,500. Vol au vent, what does it mean?
My sister's a French teacher and I don't have French, but it's just going to be a guess and I'm going to say flight in the wind.
You're saying flight in the wind. Is that the right answer? It is the right answer. Brilliant. How did you end up with that? What's the derivative of that? I don't understand.
My mind was thinking that it's just a light snack and flight light.
Really? Whatever it means, you certainly got there. That's your £2,000. You £5,500 now you've got. And of course, you cash trap Tony, which means you are now in control of the board and, of course, the last category, which is boat. Let's bring the 6 alternative answers up there, please. And you have one go in which to answer this and add another £2,000 to your tally. Are you ready? HMS Skill, HMS Genius, HMS Flair, HMS Expert, HMS Talent, HMS Savvy. To add £2,000 to go way out in front as well. Which of these is the name of an active Royal Navy submarine?
It's a guess.
One go.
Something about buttocks or something. No, that's a
Something about what?
no, it's a naval term. I
What?
don't know.
What's a naval term?
If you speak to a Lord of the Admiral, you ask him how his buttocks are.
What? His buttocks. You've got to...
Are you allowed to say that on television?
Well, apparently, if you're in the Navy and you speak to a Lord Admiral, you're allowed to say, how's your futtocks?
Right. But what's that got to do with any of these?
I've got no idea, but I like the word futtock.
It's a guess, Bradley. I'm going to go for HMS Fleur.
HMS Flair. If that's the right answer, £2,000 puts you way out in front. Is that the right answer? One guess and one guess only. That's what you get for £2,000? It's wrong. It was HMS Talent. Christine, you've cash trapped yourself. At the end of that round, let's have a look at the scoreboard, the leaderboard, see what's happening now. Everyone back in play for round 3. Christine right at the top with £5,500. Tony, £4,400. Lucy, £2,500. Dean, £1,100. Ilyas on £500. And poor Sarah on £200. When are you going to join in, Sarah? Don't sit there laughing, love. This is serious. It looks obviously you've come here to waste my time.
I'm just getting ready for my My flight.
Your flight? You're on the wrong show. All right. Well, listen, who's going to make it to the end of the game? Who is going to catch Christine? All to play for in round 3 after the break, when big money's at stake and the entire game can change. We'll see you in a minute. Welcome back. All 6 contestants have built up their banks, except for Sarah, of course. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Christine out there, £5,500. Tony in second place, £4,500. Lucy, £2,500. Dean, £1,100. Ilyas, £500. Sarah, right at the bottom there, £200. Well, that's where you all stand at the moment, but things can change. This is round 3, the catch-up round. Last chance for you to build up your money by answering questions against the clock. The player with the most money at the end of this round gets the chance to escape. It's £500 for each correct answer, 45 seconds on the clock per player. Sarah, you'll go first because you're bottom of the pile at the moment. It's all about building up your money to roll it over. That's what it's all about. What do you do for a living?
I work for a motorhome hire company.
Motorhomes? What, like the Winnebagos?
Yeah, well, the sort of mid-range ones, not the ones that the sort of thing you'd be staying in when you went somewhere. But
do you know what? I've never stayed in a Winnebago, but what I love motorhomes. I love it. I once did a gig for the Caravan Club. Took me 9 days to get there. OK, what's the longest amount of time someone's ever hired a motorhome for?
we did have a chap who took one a couple of winters ago. He took one for 4 months.
How much would that cost? 4 months hire of
Well,
a motorhome?
it was over winter, so it wasn't a great deal. Obviously, between November and March,
Right.
it's quite reasonable.
Sarah, you're up first. 45 seconds on the clock. Are you ready? Mm-hmm. £500 per correct answer. Your time starts now. In the title of Eric Carle's children's book, what insect is very hungry?
Caterpillar.
Correct. What TV personality founded the website Money Saving Expert?
Don't know.
Martin Lewis. Iago's a character from what Shakespeare play?
Hamlet.
Othello. What Friends actress was married to Brad Pitt for 5 years?
Jennifer Aniston.
Correct. Magaluf's a popular holiday resort on what Mediterranean island?
Don't know.
Mallorca. What medical term for short-sightedness comes from the Greek for shut eye?
Myopia.
Correct. Completed in 1930, the Chrysler Building is an Art Deco skyscraper in what city?
New York.
Correct. In the Wars of the Roses, what colour rose was the symbol of the House of York?
White.
Correct. It's Been Emotional is the autobiography of what former footballer and actor? That would have been Vinnie Jones, just out of time. Sarah puts you in third place, £2,700. Of course, I have to cash trap you, but that will roll over to the next show, providing no one escapes. Next player up is Ilyas, £500. Ilyas, you ready?
I am, my friend.
All right. How long have you been working on the railways?
About 13 years.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Enjoy it?
Absolutely love it.
What do you do? You're not a wheel tapper, are you, or something like that?
No, I'm a conductor.
Are you?
So, yeah, it's safe passage of customers to and from the destinations, revenue, customer service.
Brilliant. OK, excellent stuff. Is that the Rattler from Preston you're on?
Yeah, that's the one, mate, the nodding donkey.
I've been on that many times. That's 2 weeks holiday in Blackpool. That's a week and a half on that train trying to get there.
Correct.
I know it is.
Absolutely.
All right, I wish you luck. Here we go. Let's see if we can get you further up the board and build up your money to roll it over. Good luck. Ilyas, your time starts now. A pedicure is a cosmetic treatment on what part of the body? Correct. What Italian name for potato dumplings served in sauce means not in wood?
Pass.
Gnocchi. Who directed the sci-fi films Blade Runner and The Martian?
Pass.
Ridley Scott. According to English folklore, Robin Hood was an outlaw living in what forest?
Sherwood.
Correct. What British actor won a Tony Award in 2012 for his performance in One Man, Two Governors?
Pass.
James Corden. In the periodic table, what highly reactive metal has the chemical symbol Na?
God. Pass.
Sodium. What ITV children's programme features characters called Zippy, George and Bungle?
Rainbow.
Correct. What female singer has released albums entitled 1989 and Red? That would have been Taylor Swift. Of course, there were some toughies in there, weren't there? All right, Ilyas, takes you up to £2,000. Providing no one escapes, you will come back and roll that money over. But for now, guess what?
I'm cash trapped.
Dean, £1,100.
Not great.
Not been a great show for you, mate.
Nah, not quick enough.
That's the way it goes. Christine in fine form today. Let's see how close we can get to, if not overtake. I wish you well. Your time starts now. The Central Criminal Court in London is more commonly known as the Old what?
Bailey.
Correct. Rickets is a condition caused by lack of what vitamin in the body?
D.
Correct. What major river flows from the Himalayas to the Bay of Bengal?
Ganges.
Correct. The novel All Quiet on the Western Front is set during what war?
Civil War.
First World War. Who became the president of Russia in 2012?
Vladimir Putin.
Correct. Jessica Ellen Cornish is the real name of what chart?
Jessie J.
Correct. Complete the title of this 2009 animated film, Cloudy with a Chance of what?
Meatballs.
Correct. Immediately before adopting the euro, what was the official currency of Italy?
The Lira.
Correct. You'll Never Walk Alone is a song
Liverpool.
from what? Carousel. In the solar system, what's the name of the closest star to the Earth?
The Sun.
Just out of time. That would have been the Sun. £4,600 and second place.
In with a fighting chance tomorrow if no one wins.
Absolutely, you are. Well played. Brilliant stuff. Unfortunately, though, guess what?
Cash trapped.
You got it. Lucy, £2,500. You are within hitting distance, no question at all. Are you ready for this?
Go on then.
I wish you luck.
Thank you.
Your time starts now. In 2016, Matt LeBlanc and Chris Evans started...
Top Gear.
Correct. What type of fish is traditionally used to make the Scottish soup? Cullen skink?
Mackerel.
Haddock. The minimum wage was first introduced in the UK at the end of what decade?
70s.
90s. In Greek mythology, what king turned everything he touched into gold?
Midas.
Correct. NL's the International Vehicle Registration Code for what European country?
Netherlands.
Correct. In the 1993 film The Fugitive, who plays Dr. Richard Kimball?
Harrison Ford.
Correct. What American singer famously owned a pet chimpanzee called Bubbles?
Michael Jackson.
Correct. What Spanish artist painted The Persistence of Memory in 1930?
Salvador Dali.
Correct. What Scottish national park's the largest by area in
Pass.
the UK? The Cairngorms. Right said Fred. Had no time to get there. Brilliant. £3,000. That is great. Lucy,
Yeah.
top of the shop. Hey, listen, if Christine doesn't get any right, we go to a tiebreaker. We can't cash trap you yet. Here we go. Tony, £4,400. Well within hitting distance. Coming from nowhere in the game. Here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
I wish you luck. Your time starts now. David and Victoria Beckham's eldest son shares his name with what New York borough?
Brooklyn.
Correct. In what national sport is the William Webb Ellis Trophy contested?
Golf.
Rugby. Under what pen name did J.K. Rowling write the novel The Cuckoo's Calling?
Robert Galbraith.
Correct. The name of what dessert made with custard and caramelised sugar means burnt cream in French?
Creme brulee.
Correct. 1988, Anna Wintour became editor-in-chief of what fashion magazine? Correct. What 1960s feline cartoon character is yellow with a purple waistcoat and hat?
Top Cat.
Correct. A whistle and flute, company rhyming
Flute.
slang? Correct. What group topped the UK singles chart in 1966 with Good Vibrations?
Beach Boys.
Correct. What bird is also a golfing term for completing a hole?
Albatross.
Eagle. The Cape of Good Hope. Good stab at that, though, Tony. £7,900. 3,500 made up in that round alone. Excellent. Complete game changer, round three, the catch-up round. Complete game changer. Lucy, guess what?
Cash trap.
You've got it. Christine, down to you. Can you stop Tony going through and trying to escape in round four? Overtake Tony. Tony is cash-strapped. You go through to escape. We're about to find out. Are you ready? Christine, your time starts now. In architecture, what term for the front of a building comes from the French word for face?
Facade.
It's facade. First broadcast in 2013, what Channel 4 series has featured the Malone, Tapper and Moffat families?
Don't know, pass.
Gogglebox. What invention was patented by Alfred Nobel in 1867?
Pass.
Dynamite. On a standard compass, what direction is directly opposite northeast?
Southwest.
Correct. Who wrote the 1811 novel Sense and Sensibility?
Jane Austen.
Correct. In fashion, the Hermes Kelly bag gets its name from what iconic actress?
Grace Kelly.
Correct. Gibson and Fender are renowned manufacturers of what musical instrument?
Guitar.
Correct. Brown, Kodiak and Spectacle are all types of what large mammal? No time to get there. No time to get there. You failed in your attempt.
Got it, Brad. Got it.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
So close.
Do you know what it was? The first question, I think, the architectural one, you said
Visage.
visage, which is French for face.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in architectural terms, what comes from the French word from face, and it's facade.
Yeah.
So bad luck with that. And also, the last question, would you have known the answer was bear?
Right, yeah.
Would you have known that?
Yeah.
So we just ran out of time. That crucial split second would have put you on top of the board. As it stands, unfortunately, Christine, guess what?
Cash trap.
You got it. Tony, £7,900. How do you feel?
Lucky. Very lucky.
Lucky it is. Well, look, it's all down to the rest of the players to stop Tony escaping in round 4. Is Tony going home with £7,900 or the other 5 going to stop him? Find out after the break. Welcome back to the final round of the show. It's the escape round. Tony has made the most money today, £7,900, and will now play to escape. The rest of the players must try to stop him, or you will lose all the money you have banked today. Dean, we haven't really spoken to you thus far. Can you stop Tony? Can you take part in tomorrow's show? Can you stop him going home and roll your money over?
I think with the help of the others, I can. I think we're all pretty good quizzers, so I think collectively we can do it.
Lucy, who do you think's been the strongest player on the show today?
I'll go with myself.
Very good. Ilias, can you stop him?
Yeah, we're going to go for it. We've got a good 5 players here, 6 including Tony, but he's out of the equation on this one.
Yeah, absolutely he is. Christine, can you stop him? You were unlucky there, coming second.
No, I would love to.
Yeah.
To stop. Love to come back.
You have to come back. And Sarah?
Definitely. He's out of the picture.
Right, let's do this. Here we go. Get through this round, Tony, and you'll be escaping with £7,900. And all that stands between you and your trip home with that money are your opponents. Everyone back in play, and you're all on the buzzer. I will ask you quick-fire questions against the clock. Tony, every correct answer you give me, you can cash trap one of your opponents, trap all 5, and you escape with the money. If you get a question wrong, we will take 10 seconds away from your time. Do you understand? The clock stops on your answer, not the buzzer. The other players will also be answering the questions against the buzzer, and if they buzz in and get it right, they will obviously eat up your time, but if they get it wrong, they cash trap themselves. So it's a game of strategy. 60 seconds on the clock. Your time starts now. In the body, part of what organ is the cochlea? Dean?
Yeah.
Correct. What's the largest of the Canary Islands? Tony?
Lanzarote. No.
You're saying Lanzarote.
No.
If Lanzarote's right, you can cash trap a player. If it's wrong, we take 10 seconds away from your time. Correct answer is Tenerife. We take 10 seconds away. We take it down to 41 seconds. Fingers back on the buzzers. 5 players to wipe out in 41 seconds to go home with £7,900. Your time starts again now. What 3 words form the official motto of the SAS? Tony?
Who dares wins.
You're saying who dares wins with 37 seconds to go. Almost half the time gone. You get a chance to cash trap a player and make it slightly easier to wipe the rest of them out in the 37 seconds. Here we go. You've said who dares wins. Correct answer is who dares wins. Well played. Who do you want to cash trap?
I'll cash trap Lucy.
Cash trapping Lucy. Only 4 other players left in play with 37 seconds to go. Fingers back on the buzzers. Your time starts again. Now, true or false, the Bronze Age came before the Iron Age? Tony?
False.
You're saying false. That's a flip of a coin. That's an early press. You're saying false with 32 seconds remaining. Correct answer is true. We've got to take away 10 seconds off your time, leaving you with 22 seconds now. Brilliant. Dean's banging his desk. He can see light at the end of the tunnel. He can see a return to the show tomorrow. 22 seconds remaining to take out 4 players. This will be tight. It will be crucial. Your time starts again now. Since 2012, Ben Whishaw has played what character in the James Bond films? Dean?
Q.
Correct. What's the official currency of Denmark? Dean?
Krona.
Correct. In what English county is Cheddar Gorge? Tony?
Somerset.
You're saying Somerset. With 9 seconds to go. If you are wrong, it is game over. We'll have to take away the 10 seconds and you're finished. You're saying Somerset? Correct answer is Somerset. Well played. Who do you want to cash trap?
Cash trap Dean.
Cash trap Dean.
Right.
Right now, then. Tony, 9 seconds left. 3 people to trap. Believe it or not, it can be done. Your time starts again. Now, what name's given to a male whale? Ilias.
Moby.
Good training,
Ilias. Moby.
I don't know, mate. I must have been... I don't know.
Well, listen.
I wasted some time anyway.
Well,
Good man.
you might have handed a big opportunity to Tony. Nice try, but you're cash trapped. Correct answer is bull. The name given to a male whale is a bull. Only 2 players left to play against Tony, with 4 seconds remaining. Someone's got to be very quick on the buzzer. Here we go. Your time starts again. Now, what musical instrument appears on the Guinness logo? Tony?
Harp. Oh, 1 second.
You're saying harp. Is the correct answer? It is harp. Well played. Who do you want to cash trap?
Cash trap Christine.
Cash trap Christine with 1 second remaining. OK, I'll do my best to read it as fast as I possibly can, Tony. I might just give you 1 syllable out of each word. See how we get there.
I've got this one.
You've got this one. All right. Your time starts again. Now, the Queen and Prince Philip met Tony.
1946.
Your answer came after the time up. You nearly guessed it. Listen to this. The Queen and Prince Philip married in what decade? Not year. It's the decade. The decade was the 40s. Unbelievable. Which means the team has stopped Tony escaping.
Well done, guys.
Well done, guys.
Everyone, well played indeed, the rest of the team. Tony, I'm so sorry. You failed to beat your opponents with a split second. I've got to take the money away from you and drain your bank, Tony. So you go down to nothing. That's unbelievable.
I'd cry.
Yeah. For you. Everyone is back tomorrow, and that is what you are rolling over to tomorrow's show. Dean, congratulations, £4,600. Lucy, £5,500. Ilias, £2,000. Christine, £7,500, taking it into tomorrow. And Sarah, £2,700. Tony, 0. Bad luck, mate. How'd you feel?
Gutted. Really gutted.
Well, there you are. All the players are back in tomorrow. Christine has got £7,500. How much will Christine add to her pot tomorrow? Can she get away with it? Can anyone get away with it? Until they do, they're all cash trapped. Goodbye.
Gutted, absolutely gutted. I shouldn't have buzzed in for a couple of those, which I was just trying to get to the buzzer quickly because other people had beaten me to it, and, yeah, paid the price. I think the person who cost me the money most was me. I think I shouldn't have anticipated questions which I didn't know, but I also attribute some of the blame to Dean. He was too quick.
Unfortunately, I got cash strapped straight away because he knew I was a threat. I would have buzzed in. I mean, I probably wouldn't have done as well as Dean because he did very well, but I would have tried. High five. Nice work.
I think I was the only one who got one right apart from Tony in the final, so I think I was pretty vital to carrying it through to tomorrow.
It's very frustrating in a cash chat, the answer about the Spinnaker Tower. I've been up it 3 times.
That whale question, I'm never going to live that down. That's just going to be horrendous. That when I get back to work, I think I am going to be dead. What do you reckon,
You'll not be known
chaps?
as Moby, it'll be Dick from now on.
Ah, fantastic. Thank you, chaps.
My tactics for tomorrow are going to be to try and mention other people's strengths, so hopefully I'm not going to be a marked man. And hopefully I won't get cash trapped straight away tomorrow.
The proof's in the pudding tomorrow, isn't it? We'll have to see what happens where Tony's concerned tomorrow.
I'm just so thrilled that tomorrow I'll be head of the board with 7,500. Yeah.